Hi, this is a Volt Vector video. In this video, we're going to talk about creating embeddings. This time, we're going to create an embedding of a WordPress custom post type, and we're going to save it to the MySQL. So, first, WordPress custom post types. This custom post type, I just need the title and the content. All the content saved there. There is a guide if you have content in custom fields that you need to include in the embeddings, and there's two different examples of how to use the filters to add in your custom fields into it. So in this case, though, we don't need to worry about that. So we're going to go through. I already know the title of what I call of the document, so I'm just going to call it Understanding Prompts and Volt Vectors. We have two different options here. I'm going to keep it on this, and then this this dropdown will search for anything you search for and any of the post pages or custom post types you have saved. We can check that out real quick here. So in this case, post pages docs. All right, so I've done that. Metadata, I'm just going to leave it on the 16th, but if this document was relevant to, say, November 6th, I could put it on November 6th. Document title, if I don't want it to be this, I just want it to be prompts, that would change that, and that's going to be changed for the citations. When people are using the retrieval chat, you can add an author and a source. Source is just a different URL. It can be an external website, it could be a short link, it could be another part of your website. Anything that you can change the source for when to have citations. Profile. In this case, I want to change it to the Volt Simple default chunk. This one is using the default settings for the chunking, and it's using parent retrieval. Last thing to do before we publish, we're going to talk about namespaces. By default, everything's going to have the default namespace. Once it's saved, it will check it if nothing else is checked. So actually, I can just show you that. Publish. So it's default. Everything needs the namespace. The retrieval chat always uses a namespace to try to find the embeddings and compare them. It's a way, especially for MySQL, to limit how much vectors that have to be searched for to compare. So in this case, I just want it to be guides and not default, so I'm going to hit update. And yes, I've already published. I like to publish before I create tokens. It just asks me a little security, but you can create the tokens and then publish as well. They'll save in the back end. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to create my tokens, or create my vectors. All right, so this one, it used 1,062 tokens, roughly 750 words, and the estimated cost of that. So think of the estimated cost, about 100,000 tokens is about 1 cent. So that's about 75,000 words. So it's easy to manage your costs with embeddings. They're relatively cheap. So it's a great way you can make many embeddings, and you can use the namespaces again to organize them. One final part, if you say, oh, I don't want, you can come back, you can create this embedding again if you update the content, and it will update this, and it will update the embeddings based on the change of the content. If you move this to trash, and then come here, well, we can do that. Move trash. If you go under trash, if I would hit delete permanently, that's when it will delete all the embeddings. If it's using another service like Pinecone, in this case it's MySQL, it will delete them in Pinecone as well. But this is right here when you hit delete permanently, that's when embeddings get deleted from the custom table. So you have until then to save them. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to hit restore. So that's it. That's all you need to know for right now about embeddings and creating them with WordPress custom post types and saving it to MySQL.